Hey there, Cancer. It's time to have a look and see what is going on with regards to your first week of December 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever get curious about what your rising sign or moon sign means, remember, your rising sign is going to give you further clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope is showing up. And your moon sign horoscope is going to give you the B plot or the side story that is also playing out this week. Don't forget, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. And on Sunday, the 6th of December at 2 p.m. Pacific time, US and Canada, I'm going to be hosting the Grand Shift webinar, where I will be leading folks through a great deal of energetic healings, activations, attunements, all in preparation and in a bit of catch-up as well, to get aligned with these huge surges of energy that are going to be presenting through the solar eclipse in Sagittarius, as well as the grand conjunction and solstice. And also, for those of you who might not be able to make it, I will be sending replays out to everyone who makes a purchase. So if you are interested, but you know you can't make it, you'll have access to the material in the days following the webinar when I send that out to people. So what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, the main theme of this week is the Three of Cups in reverse. And a lot of you Cancerian people are going to be kind of paying attention to where we need to be making some swaps, some switches, opening space and switching space when it comes to our social influences or social company, whatever is going on around us here. Because with the Three of Cups reversed, I am seeing, yes, there may be some incompatibilities that start to flare up in groups, especially among friends and cliques, teams that maybe are kind of at the end of their life cycle anyway, but it does not necessarily have to be a big drama fest. Please don't let that be what occurs. But with the Three of Cups reversed, we may be finding that we are now in a space where, yes, the social landscape or the social environment around us, however we are carrying that on, is going to need to be tweaked a bit to pull in more complementary inclusions into our space. Because remember, the company we keep also co-creates our reality if we let it. And better than having, people in our lives that we have to kind of override their influence on us with, better to have folks that enhance our space as opposed to constantly being in an energetic territory war. As we go on to your personal responsibility this week, right? Your personal responsibility card, what you want to keep an eye on if you're going to get the most out of this week possible, you have the Hanged Man upright. And with the Hanged Man, this is a week where, you're going to need to know where it's okay to put certain situations or put certain people maybe on a break, taking time outs for yourself, calling your energies back to yourself, and actually releasing a lot of attachments that maybe actually operate as sort of waypoints or points of entry for less than ideal influences or less than complementary social, let's just say contributions, or less than healthy energy into your life, into your space. The Hangman is saying it's okay for you to take a withdraw from a lot of these interactions, or possibly, yes, even remove yourself from groups, friendships, possibly even sometimes, family connections that you need to get rid of, but have not worked up the nerve to liberate yourself from. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your finances or your material resources, your work, your pursuits, you've got the Seven of Cups upright. And this week is going to be actually really, really cool to you, but you're going to want to make sure that you are taking time to evaluate the myriad of options that are flowing your way. You are hitting not just a, simple 4-point crossroads here. This is more like a crossroads with 50 roads going off in different directions. This does look like a lot of new options are getting presented to you as far as what your material future, your living situation future, or maybe even, again, your professional future looks like. And it gives you a chance to even custom design what comes next. However, with the Seven of Cups, you're also going to need to pay attention to what is clearly going to be serving you versus what might be lip service. Because I am seeing a lot of you also needing to take a step back from any situations that might be illusory or possibly, being presented by either fake, false, or let's not necessarily manipulative, but let's just say unclear, unresolved, and possibly inconsistent people. Because I'm not seeing necessarily everyone who could be presenting something that's not so great be a manipulator genius, but I am seeing possibly people presenting things that, let's just say they're writing checks they can't cash. And that might not necessarily be a manipulative thing, that might be a lack of insight on their part. As we get on to your non-material shifts, your close one-on-one relationships, social connections, your personal life, you've got the Two of Pentacles upright, and it does look like things are actually going rather well here. I mean, with the Two of Pentacles, it does look like a lot of you are going to get a chance to start having your cake and eating it too, especially when it comes to your love life. However, you are going to be finding that, when it comes to a couple of really strong breakthroughs coming to you and a sweetheart, or you and somebody close, we are going to have to change the way we divide our time spent in whose world. Because the Two of Pentacles is indicating it's possible to have the two of you live in your own world and have your own pursuits, your own realities, even if maybe in the beginning it kind of felt like it was something that had to merge. This is something that says, no, absolutely, we can strike that perfect balance. But it might get a little bit turbulent every once in a while, especially this week as we start to see your social life, your professional life start to take on a completely different landscape, and theirs as well. For those of you who are maybe just curious about new love opportunities in general, you're going to meet, again, some partner possibilities from two completely different worlds, both that are totally compatible with you, but both that appeal to very different sides of you. So whichever one you decide to go with, if you decide to go with them, you are going to have to make sure that you fill the other void yourself. As you go on to the personal shift card, what's going on with you? You've got the Queen of Wands upright. Absolutely, this week, you Cancerian people are finally getting to a spot where you can start putting your own initiatives, your own ideas, your own creative pursuits, spiritual pursuits, as well as professional pursuits first, especially if you have been kind of feeling as though maybe that were impossible. We've been kind of letting too much space get taken up by other priorities, time struggles, schedule struggles. The Queen of Wands is saying, no, absolutely, all the ducks are now lining up for you to be able to do everything you want in the space you'd rather be. However, again, mind that Two of Pentacles. It may be that you have to know how to straddle two different worlds or be able to bounce back and forth between two different realms to keep the balance with other people that are important to you. But putting yourself first and giving, again, your own pursuits their highest chance, this is the week you're going to get the green light to do so. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.